Oh my god. Okay, first off, the video in the background is just it's it's gameplay, not like commentary. Yeah. Anyway, remember how I mentioned I was gonna do a review about like a year ago, and I still haven't done it. And then I said it. Well, I didn't exactly say this, but I basically said it was gonna be Golden Sun, and it still is. But I'm gonna review this game instead. In the meantime, sort of. Well, it's more like a thoughts on, you know, because it's not an actual review, sort of. So, what is this game? Well, Poncho is a game made by Rising Star Games. I have a slight feeling that they might have named themselves Rising Star Games after Rockstar Games, but that's just a small hunch. Anyway, Poncho. It's about a robot, and you control the robot, and you go around and you try to get to the place so you can figure out why you like who you are, and you try to go to the place so you can figure out why everything, pretty much. And how do you get there? By shifting, of course. I forgot what it was called there for a second. You switch in, but shifting is basically where you sort of shift in between grounds, and like you can see in the footage right here, you get it right. It's exploring a 2D world in 3D. That's what the trailer said. And there's a lot of puzzles. It's mostly a puzzle platformer, 2D side-scroller platformer puzzle game. Yeah, that. The puzzles are good, pretty easy, but that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about, you know? But before I get to what exactly I wanted to talk about, I guess I might as well review it. Why not? It looks good. Yeah, there's pixels all over the place. And this is my opinion, of course, but I personally like styles where it's pixel art, but it's very detailed pixel art, you know, like what's on the screen. Next up, music. It's good. Yeah, kind of catchy and stuff. Next up, characters, I guess, and story, whatever. In the beginning, you can see a bunch of towers burning. It's like 9/11 again, except it's not. I probably shouldn't have said that. Oops, sorry. You wake up in a place as the robot, the Poncho, the robot. His name is Poncho and he's a robot that wears a poncho. You wake up in the place and then you leave to go find out stuff, you know? And in like the ruins, I guess you could call them, you come across like robots, and they're questioning their existence. But this is not normal questioning of their existence, you know, because they question everything. Ha, take that. You can't argue against questioning everything when you question yourself. Because they're like, why are we all blue? And then I said nothing, because they can't hear me. Alright, up next, I forgot to mention this earlier, but you collect keys and these red cube diamonds things. And then once you go to like a shop robot thing that actually plays some weird-ish music, you can buy more keys, and these keys unlock new areas, or well, they take down doors. Some of the areas you can get to without the keys, but you'll have to sort of go around the doors, and it takes a while. They're not even doors, are they? Okay, enough with the review. I probably shouldn't have reviewed it, considering I don't know how to review things. Okay, on to my thoughts. Well, those were my thoughts, but on to the other thoughts, which are very spoilery. So, if you haven't played Poncho already, go to the Steam store, buy it before August 19th, I think it was. It's on sale for $4. Play it and then come back. Because you should really play it. But if you really don't want to play it, or you really don't care whether I spoil it or not, alright then. I see how it is. So, at the end of the game, you, the player, Poncho, whatever you want to call him, you go up this red tower, which you are sort of beckoned to, and you meet your creator. And, I don't have any footage of this because I only recorded the first 15 minutes of me playing, but you can get the idea, right? Like, there's technology everywhere. He's hooked up to a machine. Air conditioning, don't do this. Nope. Closing the door, so now I can burn to death. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, he's hooked up to this machine that let him live at least 1,000 years. He just says it's let him live all these years. And then he reveals that you're actually his son, and he's actually your dad and also maker. I mean actual son, despite you being a robot, because he put his heart in you. And he feels a lot of regret because I actually can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like he invented something to make the world a better place, but then something went wrong, pretty much. Yeah. What I think is like he invented it, gave it to humanity, and they pretty much started using it too much and sort of relied on it too much. And so then they were all pretty much useless, sort of like in WALL-E, and they all died. The end. There's a choice where you can either give him back his heart so he can sort of detach from the machine, go live on his own, and then make a new robot machine invention thing to save all of humanity. Or you could leave and then live as a robot in this world. And of course losing your heart would kill you, but because he's your dad, he gave you his heart because he loves you, and that honestly gave me the feels. And the choice I chose was giving him my heart, and it gave me the feels. Like, seriously. Like, he said he doesn't deserve forgiveness, I think it was, but he was sorry, obviously, and just it really did give me the feels. I almost teared up, but I didn't, because I'm a man. So, after the credits, I was just sitting there for at least a minute, staring at my computer, thinking, I'm not completely sure what happened, but I love it. Yeah. And then I went off to do some other stuff, and I was sort of in a daze. This game put me in daze, actually. Yeah, that was cool. Really groovy, you know? The story is nothing special, actually, but it's great. Somehow, I think it's mainly just because it hit me in the feels, you know? Is this even thoughts on anymore? Was this a review in the first place? Is anybody gonna watch this video? So, yeah. It's $4 on Steam until August 19th, then it'll be $14. But if you don't buy it by the time the sale ends, then still buy it. It's pretty good, and it's actually really short. I could have probably beat it in an hour. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I liked it. I don't really think there's anything else to add. So the video's over, deal with it.
Yay for abrupt endings! Ho ho!